tile fireplace, hardwood floors, glorious light fixtures. How would you like to buy a charming Seattle home for $1? The hitch? Time is running out for this 1912 West Seattle beach house.
One of the nice parts of it is it's really original, but the downside is it's really original. Electrical, plumbing, radiators, all of that. We would have almost been into a full gut and still not had quite what we were looking for. So.
Tim and Denise Wolfkuhl bought the Craftsman for $1.3 million. They loved the view of Lincoln Park and the baby seals from the waterfront lot. The house, it's really not their thing.
Our architect actually came up with this scheme to salvage the house instead of just destroying it.
Time to call in the brothers. The Nickel brothers move houses, quite literally. The company, based in Seattle and Vancouver, British Columbia, has 60 years of experience saving hundreds of great old houses. Tawny Davis's job is to get to the house before the wrecking ball.
Every month I pull up the demolition reports and get a whole list of houses, and then I go through them and determine which ones we can move easily.
Here's how it works. The Nickel brothers buy a house slated for demolition for $1, sell it for $1. The buyer pays the cost of moving the house to their land. That can range from $60,000 for a small house to $700,000. That's what the buyers paid to move this mansion, valued at more than $3 million, from Madison Park to Bainbridge Island. The cost for moving the West Seattle beach house is $150,000. Trouble is, no one stepped forward in time to save it.
I asked Jeremy Nickel if there was a way that we could purchase it ourselves and then find a buyer for it afterwards. And what that means is he takes on all the expenses of moving it to storage on himself in the anticipation of me finding somebody to buy it.
That someone might just be Kimberly Sharp.
Yeah, these will be going towards the water, and then these will be going west towards the Olympics. Everything that's in this house is perfect for what I need in a house when I get it to my property. This is going to be
At the 11th hour, she spotted the house online and fell in love. Sharp works for the city of Seattle.
No, I couldn't touch a house in Seattle. The house I rent would sell for over $500,000, and it's a fixer-upper. All that plumbing.
Sharp inherited property in Poulsbo and is looking into moving Molly there.
So I named her Molly. People name cars, I named a house.
We raise up the house, we jack up the house, and we put it on cribbing, which is the blocks that you see here, like the Lincoln logs that you see here. So you're trying to keep the house level at all times.
On the morning of the big move, the mood is festive. Neighbors are throwing the house a bon voyage party. But then the Nickel brothers discover a problem. Time and tide wait for no man. The house is in danger of getting beached, so the move is postponed until the next high tide, in the middle of the night. Now, while we wait for our happy ending, let's get some perspective. House moves are rare. Homes under construction are not. When you see a big house going up in Seattle, it's likely that an older, more affordable home was demolished. According to the Seattle Department of Construction and Inspections, 423 single-family homes were demolished in 2016.
I think we're tearing down too much too fast. And even a lot of it, I've seen the demolitions, and the what's in the house isn't even being reused. And so we're making a lot of landfill.
Seattle Public Utilities confirms that more than 30% of all waste in Seattle comes from demolition and construction.
We are not building a box house.
The couple that's building an environmentally sensitive house on this lot didn't want to treat the old house like garbage.
We just love the idea. Instead of tearing it down and putting it in a landfill, I think it's just a great way to repurpose it and give it as they say, a forever home.
In the end, they helped pay for the temporary move up the Duwamish.
It's the right thing to do is to recycle it, even if it costs you a little bit of money.
Okay, here's that happy ending. Around 2 in the morning, the West Seattle Beach House set sail. Floated past Alki's Statue of Liberty. Then, barely visible before dawn's first light, a tug pushed the old girl past Seattle's skyline. No longer considered a candidate for demolition, the unsinkable house named Molly is on the way to becoming somebody's dream house.
I'm just so excited to have this opportunity not only to save the house, but to have a house that's mine.
Watch CityStream Thursday nights at 7 on the Seattle channel, or get video on demand and podcasts anytime at seattlechannel.org.